Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to some more Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake. Let's go ahead and venture forth. Get back into our save. So we have a couple more rewards to get from Shenlong. And then we have a whole new thing to do. Oh, right, I forgot I changed my hair color. I was like, something looks weird. Oh, right. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way to the Citadel Tower. I'm trying to think if there was something I wanted to do first. We do have the Temple of Trials to do, but I figure we'll wrap up with Shenlong first. Just because it seems reasonable. Howdy, Iagra, how's it going? Let's go. Let me take a quick look to see if there was anything else. Not right now. Alright. Just muddling through the workday. Well, I hope you muddle through successfully. Yeah, the trials are going to be interesting. I'm assuming that there is something that, like, reduces the amount of damage that we took from those enemies. Oh yeah, I also need to figure out where those, the other enemies were. I meant to look that up. Howdy, Tom Brown. Thank you very much for that resubscription. I really do appreciate that. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can find that. We're not quite really at the starting point yet anyway. We got an ad break coming up in a moment. So how about I look this up? Okay. So looking at the bestiary, that is not enough. All right. Howdy, Wolfon. How's it going? So I'm looking up the list of monsters and trying to figure out. That only goes up through 80, and I know there's more. Oh, right, up there at the top. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. So while, let's see, what did I need? So 128 is one that I need, and I need to try to figure out where that one is. Okay. Metal Chimera. Does this say where it is? Nope. No, it does not. Well, that's annoying. Got sunburned yesterday. Ugh. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, well, I do know what the monsters are. Let's see, the other one, 34. Yeah, that's Phoenix, as I thought, and it looks like 136 is the going to be the start of the enemies in the trials. So yeah, it's just these two. I do not know where they are, though. Okay, let's try another search. Okay. Alright, someone is saying the pyramid area. So, let's go see if we can find that. Go back to the Citadel. First hot day of the summer. Wow. We have had so many hot days. Alright, so I want to get to the pyramid area, which I think we get to relatively quickly this way. And I suspect the other enemy, the Phoenix, is going to be around there. They've been doing road construction outside all last week and are still doing it this week, and I'm just hearing nothing but beep, 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 and it is very, very annoying. Also, can't really tell my hair color here. Alright, let's Giga Slash, let's Monster Pylon, let's Monster Pylon, let's Monster Pylon. All of the Monster Pylons. Howdy, Cloud Warthog, how's it going? So there is a boss enemy, a final boss, final super boss. From what I'm seeing, like, recommended level, 99. Oh, It's been raining just about every day. Yeah, we've actually had a very wet June and July so far. We've had our 14th, today is our 14th, a record-breaking 14th Flood Watch day. It's Giga Slash, it's Monster Pylon, and you know what, actually? Monster Pylon is probably not going to be as effective as Hypno Whip here. Howdy, Ice Oven, how's it going? I mean, I guess Almondretta can just murder them all, too. That works. Doing well? That's excellent. Okay, Monster Pylon is going to be better because we're dealing with two enemies here. I should probably do Dragon Quest 11S one of these days, too. And dead. But yeah, so the recommended level for the final super boss is 99. It's like, okay, well, let's see how that goes. All right, here we are. Let's see what we get. Not what we wanted. Too stunned to move, though, at least. Great. I do not have my thing. All right, you know what? We're not really going to be here for a super long time. There's Harvest Moon. You've been wanting to get an 11S, but you heard it runs poorly on Switch? Not surprised. Alright. Murder. There we go. Murdered him. Stealthy steals a prayer ring. Very nice. Alright, let's continue to fight. There we go. There they are. So, Metal Chimeras. Which, I feel like they looked more metal in the SNES version. These guys kind of look just gray. Like they're stoned. I think they're just stoned. I think that's what it is. Oh, so good. 11,764 experience points, 147 gold coins. That's not too shabby. This might be a better place to grind for experience. All right, Stealthy up to level 31. That is going to be 15 hit points, 7 MP, 3 strength, 4 resilience, 3 stamina, 7 agility, 3 wisdom, and 4 luck. Pretty good. Howdy, not a rogue AI. How's it going? Alright, so let's see about the Phoenix. It's painful to walk. That's not good. Okay, let's see. See if I can find where the other one is. It does not say. Oh, there we go. That might say. So 8,392 experience points, 113 gold coins. Almondretta reaches level 84. That is going to be 7 hit points, only 2 MP, but a nice tidy 7 strength. That's pretty nice. 7 resilience, 2 stamina, 7 agility. So I think what's going on is, like, I'm wearing the meteorite bracelet, bracer, which doubles my agility. So you should never have an odd number. So the fact that it says that I'm going from 901, it makes me think that there is fractional gains on abilities, and that might be partially how they determine what goes up and how much and stuff like that. So I think that what's getting doubled is my partial amount, but only on this screen. I think I remember this back in the original, and some of the other versions too. Anyway, 901 to 908 is pretty nice. It's pretty good. 7 agility, 8 agility, something like that. 3 wisdom, and 4 luck. Okay, so location. That does not really tell me. So it says Mysterious Tower. So that does not answer that at all. I think that this is supposed to be after. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be the Citadel Tower, and I'm guessing that it's using the information from like the Japanese version. It was a mixture of like translation from that and stuff. But didn't these come out at the same time? I don't know. Let's see what we can get here. There we go. 3 Barra monsters. Okay. All right. monster pylon, monster pylon, and monster pylon. See if we can take these guys out pretty quick. Still feels weird, though. Let's just attack with you. Monster pylon, monster pylon, monster pylon. So I'm looking for the last enemy, the Phoenix, that we have not encountered. $3,118 experience points, 509 gold coins. Whistle again. That is not what we're looking for. Let's go with Giga Slash, monster pylons. Yeah. Well, almost dead. Let's Giga Slash again. Okay. I'm checking another location, see if it says where it is. Okay. I think it's like just this entire area. It's not really making it very clear where any of them are at all. So that's annoying. Let's try one more time. There we go. Okay, so we can encounter those here. We just got unlucky before, apparently. It's Giga Slash, Monster Pylon, and Monster Pylon. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure that meditating is going to help you, sir. Keep going with Monster Pylon. Don't miss him. Oh, nice crit. Excellent. 9,196 experience points, 171 gold coins. Iogre reaches level 47. Alright, no hit points, but 12 MP. That's pretty nice. 5 strength, 5 resilience, 8 stamina, 4 agility, 2 wisdom, and 2 luck. Stealthy reaches level 32. No hit points, 1 MP, 3 strength, 2 resilience, 3 stamina, 8 agility, 2 wisdom, and 4 luck. Okay, so let's go take a quick look at those monsters, because now we have everything that we can encounter so far. Metal Chimera, 20,000 experience points. What about liquid metal slimes? Let's see. Actually, name order. Okay, so liquid metal slimes are twice as good, more than twice as good for experience, but those guys are easier. Whether that's worth it, I don't know. If they were more common, maybe. Howdy, Green King Dog. How's it going? All right, Metal Chimera, 20,000 experience points, 26 gold coins. They do drop elevating shoes, which actually isn't all that great. These composite creatures are too metallic to be considered true chimeras. They are constantly chased by adventurers, leaving little time for them to search for new metal mates. And the Phoenix, 3,819 experience points. They have banishing bells. The errant birds of fiery deities, these flying phantoms are feared the world over. They swoop from the heavens to whisk people away as punishment for their impiety. Well, it does say primary habitat Citadel Tower. Does not have the question mark location, so there's that. Now, the King Hydras we can encounter, and they are worth 97,600 experience points. So they are worth twice what the metal slimes are worth, but they're also a heck of a lot harder to fight. Like, a lot harder to fight. So I'm not too keen on actually grinding against them. Maybe if I get higher level. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's zip back to Aliahan real fast. Get some rest. Now, if you think you broke your toe, you should probably see a doctor about that. Alright, Citadel Tower. Let's go fight Shenlong again. We have still some more wishes to get. We'll go ahead and pad foot so we don't have to deal with monsters on the way. Because I would rather not expend resources on the way. There it is. Well, the beeping outside has stopped, but now I hear scraping. I don't know what that is. I can't see it. I'd have to go to a window. Silly construction. There we go. And finally, up we go. All right. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else that we need to do preparation-wise. Let's hope that I still remember my proper ways of fighting this guy.
Again you come before me.
I do.
Did I not grant you your wish already?
Nope, you haven't granted me any wishes at all.
Is there another you would have me grant?
Yep.
Very well. But this time, you must show...
Okay, let's go. 15 turns. Shenlong appears. Okay, let's go ahead and kick it off with a Falcon Slash. Go ahead and get a Wild Side. Wild Side. And Wild Side. $311. Alright, we are okay on hit points, I think. Go with Falcon Slash. Go with a Monster Pylon. Monster Pylon. And Monster Pylon. Just nothing but monsters. Oh, don't miss. Alright, you're gonna kaboom. Alright. Now we Omni Heal. Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon. Okay, Sealand's Wild Side is about to expire. Wow, only one hit? That's crummy. That's really bad luck. I wish I could see how many hit points he has. Okay, you're gonna Scorch. It's a lot of damage on Niagara. I think we're okay, though. Let's get another Wild Side on Sealand. I will definitely have to Omni Heal next round, though. Ooh, nice, a crit. And fingers crossed that he doesn't, like, go straight for Iugra. Freezing Blizzard, alright, that's good. Kaboom. Okay, that's pretty good. 22,700 hit points total. Yeah, but that would require me to, like, actually keep track of how much damage I'm dealing. Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon. I'm surprised at how long it's lasting for both Stealthy and Iugra. Like, having it run out 2 rounds before the others are sealing, kinda blows. There we go. Get our healing. Ripple of Disruptive Energy. Blares balefully at Stealth Z. The good news is that we didn't have any damage come our way. Howdy, Wall Guy the Robin. How's it going? Alright, so let's Sunstone. Let's go ahead and Wild Side, which was going to run out for Iugra and Stealth Z anyway. And we did get a double Monster Pylon out of Sealand, so it's not bad timing on that. Okay, Sandstorm. It's kind of annoying, actually. I guess I'll Falcon Slash, even though I'm dazzled. Yeah, you need a Wild Side. And Monster Pylon. Yeah. If you're gonna have a miss, at least do it on a 4 or 5 hit one. come on. Oh, I got one of those 2 hits in. Nice. Got some dodging going. I think because I am dazzled, we'll go ahead and Sage's Stone. So again, it's going to run out on Sealant first, which is weird. It's obviously not a level-based duration. Previous round was 1984 damage total. That's pretty good. Our damage is unfortunately highly variable, especially when that kind of thing happens. Ow. Well, I was going to run out on Sealant anyway, so... let's go ahead and Sage's Stone. Yeah, let's Sage's Stone for now. That'll keep Iagra alive. Alright. Wild Side. Wild Side, and Wild Side.
Time to heal.
Unfortunately, a round in which nothing is getting done damage-wise. I hate you. Okay, wake Iagra up. Nope. Sunstone. Monster Pylon. Monster Pylon. As far as I know, that Baleful Eye is unpreventable.
All right.
Oh, shoot. You know what? I should have Omni-healed. That might be a problem. Alright, Disruptive Energy kind of helped. Omni-heal. Wild Side. Wild Side, and Wild Side.
Okay.
Well, as long as we do it in 15, that's fine. Crash down from above, that's fine. Don't need to worry about, maybe I should heal. No, we'll be okay. Falcon Slash. Monster Pylon. Monster Pylon. And Monster Pylon. It's within 15. You can do it in 15. 15 will count. A crit from Elmandretta would have been really nice. Yeah. Take Cold Breath, that's okay. Kaboom. Yeah, now we got Omni-heal. Omni-heal again, Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon. Ah, 2 misses. Yuck. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is, like, so the damage is highly variable. Because not only can this be 3 to 5 hits, but also they can miss. And I've noticed that there's some pretty variable damage numbers on them as well. Well, that's annoying. No damage, though, at least. Sunstone. And he is in orange. Sandstorm. Doesn't matter. Scorch. That's fine. Alright, Falcon Slash. You go ahead and Wild Side. Monster Pylon. Monster Pylon. Reminds you of FF4, where on the SNES the damage was all over the place for no real reason? Or was it FF5? So, most of the Final Fantasy games operate on a number of hits method. Fellow LPer Mysterious JG has been playing the pixel remasters of Final Fantasy IV lately and complaining about the that he hasn't seen enemies miss against Edge when he went for, like, evasion. But the thing is that it's pretty unlikely that you're gonna, when you take damage, it's pretty unlikely that you're gonna get an actual miss on your characters, because the way it does, the way it calculates it is that basically your character is making X number of attacks, and you can dodge each one of those, but the likelihood that you dodge all of them and thus would have a miss is pretty low. So evasion is basically like damage reduction in those games, I believe. And I think the same is even for Final Fantasy V. Yeah, we should probably Omni Heal just to be on the safe side. Monster Pylon, and Monster Pylon. Hey, there we go. Howdy, Minor Trader. How's it going? Each party member receives 7,210 experience points and 5 gold coins. Thank you for that resub. Tier 2. Thank you very much, Minor Trader. I would explain it. You did not know you'd dodge each hit separately, or at least try to. Yeah, that's how it works. I think the same applies to magic, but you do also have a damage multiplier based on your stats for that as well. Pretty good? That sounds good.
Impressive. But then I would expect no less of the mortal who reached my sanctuary.
Darn right.
Alas,
Oh.
it took you too many turns to defeat me.
Dang it.
Though it comes close, it's devote yourself to training a little longer. You are almost there. Visit me again when you have grown truly great. I shall be waiting.
Very rude. Very, very rude, yeah. Alright. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can do about that. I just have to, like... You'd be more mad at a 16-turn clear than, say, 18 turns? Yeah. Yeah, because... And it was... I'm pretty sure it was the first Monster Pylon that did it. So, if he hadn't dodged a couple of those hits, we would have gotten it. Like, leveling up isn't going to do a whole lot. I suppose... Let me see what equipment Iagra has. Jeez, I have things to protect me. Ice attacks and spells. Fire spells and breath attacks. Is that all breath attacks, or is that fire breath? Because he also takes a lot of damage from physical, too. I guess we'll try that. Heavenly Helm isn't going to help. Overshield doesn't reduce damage. Protects against fire and ice breath attacks. Let's go with the Dragon Shield then. Howdy, Taters. How's it going? And I noticed Sealand taking a fair bit of damage from some things as well, but that's I'm just like out of luck on anything that I can do there. Just got to count on them having a lot of hit points. But they're the ones with the most hit points, and they're the ones who are consistently getting into the danger zone the fastest, because they take so much damage from some of those things. Let's make sure Padfoot is up. And we'll give it another shot. Because, yeah, I mean, like, it's really just down to the number of hits that we get with Monster Pylon. Okay. Let's give it another shot.
Again, it is, but
Alright, let's go. I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything different than I was before. Falcon Slash. Wild Side. Wild Side. And Wild Side. Some crits with Falcon Slash would be pretty nice. I feel like Iugra took less damage from that wind attack there. Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon, and Monster Pylon. Well, so far so good. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do to, like, try to increase your chances of hitting and stuff like that, so... Alright, kaboom. How's this gonna go? 163. Freezing Blizzard. Okay, that's a bit... I think that's a big difference on Iugra. Omni Heal. Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon. I was actually probably in pretty good shape that I could have full healed, but then I probably would need to Omni heal next round anyway. Because whatever Shenlong does, Sealand will be knocked pretty low. And I'd rather get more attacks in with Elmandretta than... That's a difference on Scorch, I think. Alright, I think we're okay on hit points. So Falcon Slash, Wild Side, and Wild. Nope, shoot. I didn't need to do that on Stealthy. That was dumb. That was actually really bad. Because it's going to run out on Stealthy as momentarily anyway. It didn't re-up it. And it really drained a lot of MP. Oh well. Monster Pylon, Monster Pylon, and a Monster Pylon. Well, if we get 16 rounds again, we know why. We'll know why. I did get it down to 13 before, though. But it's really just all luck. What does Shenlong end up doing to you and stuff like that? Well. Hate that. Alright. Let's go ahead. Sunstone. Wild Side. And Wild Side.
Ready now.
Okay, Sandstorm, that's fine. Scorch, that's okay. Looks like it's just Sealand who got blinded. Wild Side, and then you can Monster Pylon, and you can Monster Pylon. No, don't get a miss. Life sure was tough before the invention of hair dye. Had to fight and please a legendary dragon if you wanted red hair. Well, only for the protagonist, only for the heroes. Everyone else could get that whenever they wanted. All right. Let's just Omni heal. All right, Monster Pylon, and a Monster Pylon. Like, Sealand is the only one that's really in danger, but... better just head that damage, head off the risk. Yes, exactly. Discriminating to protagonists. Terrible, really. Alright, swoosh. That's fine. Okay, Disruptive Wave. We're okay, so go ahead and Falcon Slash. Wild Side. Wild Side. And Wild Side. Ooh, nice, a crit. That's fantastic. I hate you. Alright, we're still okay on hit points. That's Sunstone. Howdy, Gilded Tongue, how's it going? Oh, everyone except for the protagonist is taking a walk on the wild side.
Okay.
Let's wake Stealthy up. So that is going to hamper our damage output, unfortunately. Actually, so if each character hits 1,000 average damage across the two of these, it's pretty solid. That's not helping. That's terrible. Alright, well, we didn't take any damage, so Falcon Slash. Wild Side, and Wild Side. Next, he's going to do Deep Hurting. Rock climbing, Joel. Rock climbing. Alright, now we Omni Heal. Monster Pylon, and Monster Pylon. If he literally Disruptive Waved every round, then we would never be able to do enough damage. Actually, you know what? I think we would do it. I think we could just do it. If everyone could do, on average, 500 damage. If it came out exactly to 500 on average, I think we would do it. We are still okay on hit points. Was streaming the DS version of 4, and those bosses really love their Disruptive Waves? Yeah. Yeah. It's very annoying. Have I considered using the Falcon Sword for the hero? He'll hit 4 times with Falcon Slash instead of 2. So, it will give me a higher chances of crit, yes, but the problem is that if his defense is really high, then the overall effectiveness of the Falcon Sword really drops off. Like, the Falcon Sword is fantastic against trolls because they have such a low defense stat. Alright, we hope that you wake up, I think. Gilded Tongue, thank you very much for gifting out a sub to Kraken. Awesome, thank you. Ooh, that was not very good damage. Scorch. Almandretta wakes up. Nope. So I was kind of thinking that he might Disruptive Wave again, but he has not. Yep, more Shenlong bashing. Trying to. There we go. Alright. Okay, so I think that would have been at about the same point if I had wild-sided.
Magnificent to have defeated me.
Okay.
So efficiently.
Just on the
It's
cusp.
a rare feat indeed. For the first time in eons, I have enjoyed a truly exhilarating skirmish.
I mean, I can put the Falcon Sword on the hero and try it
Very
out.
well. I will keep my word. Stay.
All right, let's bring Ortega back to life.
You wish me to return your father, Ortega, to the realm of the living?
Yeah, you have that power, right?
It is done. Return to your own. Return to Alia.
Thanks.
Glad tidings away there. Farewell, mortal.
Blinded by the light. Sure, I mean, if they have access to the spell. Sure, Dad will be glad to see us in our new hair. Exactly. What did you do with your hair, young lady? All right, let's see. Yeah, so here's part of the problem. 55 attack. I'm losing 150 attack. I'll try it. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work out well. Also, maybe Dad will be grateful enough to make us some Hot Pockets, Mom. All right, back to Aliahan. Hey, you'll never guess what? Red Hot Gossip Ortega, hero of Aliahan, is back from the dead. I know! Baramos has definitely been defeated, hasn't he? Yup. Yes, of course he has. So this feeling I have, like we're still in danger. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Yeah, I'll go with that. Right, so, but here's the problem. Let's see. Can I actually see what it is? I can't actually see what it is. Unequip. Won't actually show me what it is. All right. So the way that defense works in Dragon Quest is that it is damage reduction. In other words, if your defense would, your X amount of defense points cuts off 20 points of damage from your attack, for example. So if you have a weapon that does 31 damage, then you're only doing 11 damage. If you have a weapon that does 51 damage, then you're doing 31 damage. So it is a case where, like, a little drop is not too bad. But so, like, let's say that in this case, Rubus's sword is doing 31. So I get 31, 31, so 62. If with the Falcon Blade, if it was doing 31, cutting off 20, 11, 11, 11, 11, 44. So you can see how the better weapon, even though you're only getting 2 attacks, is still better than the 4-attack weapon. If the difference is more of a case of, like, 41 versus 45, then yeah, it is worth it to go with the Falcon Blade. But if it's cutting off that much damage, then it is not very good. So that's why I'm thinking that it's not going to be very good for this fight. I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. If the total damage is equivalent, yeah, but the total damage is rarely equivalent, because the other thing is so the Falcon Blade isn't just... let's see, where is it? The Falcon Blade isn't just that attack power. You're actually doing 75% of that with each of those hits. And then you do 75% of that with Falcon Slash. So, again, all of that damage reduction is adding up a lot when you're doing that kind of thing. Falcon-type strikes, you seem to have to build around crits if you can. No, you don't have to build it around crits. Crits are nice, but it's by no means necessary. What you need is you need to be able to do enough damage that the damage you're losing by taking the 25% cut off the top from the basic attack isn't soaked up by their like you're still getting more damage overall. So again, like if you go against something with really low defense, absolutely Falcon, like a troll. Trolls have terrible defense, so they have very little damage reduction at all. So you're getting 75, 75, 75, 75 kind of thing. Like it does build on top of that. You're getting closer to that 150 or 200% overall damage. And against a high defense enemy, you're losing a lot to the damage reduction. So I don't know right now whether that's going to be the case with Shenlong. But the big advantage of using Monster Pylon is that it ignores defense. So if he were to buff himself, wouldn't matter. You're not getting crits, but if I was to use multi-fists, you know, I think I tried that and I was getting 50 damage out of each of them. It's not worth it. You know, unless you're constantly getting crits. So, a martial artist who's level 99, maybe, because that is the maximum crit chance that they're going to get. Anyway, for those watching on YouTube, we'll be back with the next episode as we go see Dad and see if he has Hot Pockets for us. For those watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere, because we will be continuing momentarily.